And they're off. That is a perfect start. Axtell on the inside away, one of the best, as is Lady Alexandra in the center. They share the lead. Corinthia Knight is squeezing up nicely between them to push a line of 3. A length away is Emperor in 4th, and a length again to I Karen Road. On the outside is Belvoir Bay. Long on Value is back next from ABBA, and dropping to last is Holding Gold. They start to string out a little bit. And out in front of the half-mile, Axtell by a half a length. Corinthia Knight getting closer. They came away by 2. And Lady Alexandra in 3rd, shading up for me. And the next pair is on the outside, Belvoir Bay. I Karen Road the rail, then ABBA, Long on Value, and Holding Gold is last. Heading for home in the Highlander. And on the inside, Axtell turns in front. In 2nd, Corinthia Knight. Lady Alexandra on the outside. Emperor is next, and down the outer, Belvoir Bay. Lady Alexandra going up. Takes over narrowly from Axtell. Emperor on the inside, squeezed and running home now. Long on Values coming on strongly out wider. Lady Alexandra by a length, Long on Value finishing okay. And these two will battle it out to the wire. As they go down to the wire ahead, Bob, Long on Value got up to win it from Lady Alexandra, Holding Gold, and ABBA.
Signal given, set. They're racing in the Elgars. Amazing Kids near the inside, one of the first away. Medicean Man came out quickly. Baccarat and Lamato out wide, jumped with them, but not showing the speed of the leaders in the early part. Their Final Venture burns to the front from Medicean Man. Erdogel, the right man, Jungle Cat. Richard's Boy, the grey, coming down the outside, being tagged by Lamato. Baccarat is the widest runner. Amazing Kids going in behind the pace with Finsbury Square. Then Washington DC and Long on Value had dropped out to the tail of the field. Erdogel had taken the lead. They're on the course proper. 500 metres left to go. Erdogel from Richard's Boy. Final Venture on the far side. Then the right man, Lamato's under pressure. Baccarat is deeper out. Jungle Cat's under pressure. Erdogel in front. 300 metres left to go. Tackled by the right man. Richard's Boy, Long on Value running on. The right man got through. The right man hit the lead, 100 to go. Long on Value is sweeping down the outside. The right man in front, Long on Value lunged for 2. The right man and Long on Value, one for the judge, a thriller in the Elgars.
Ready for the start. They're off in the Lucky Coin. And it is Beantown Saint who had the best break. Undrafted is up and on the pace today. A length and a half off the lead. Then Successful Native, followed by, on the inside, Sandy Slew running in 4th. Spring to the Sky, who did not start all that well, is in 5th position right now, 3 lengths off the lead. Then Long on Value, and the trailer is Cyclogenesis, and they're racing for the far turn. Beantown Saint ran a quarter in 22 and 3. Leads at 3/4 of a length. Successful Native, undrafted right there. Spring to the Sky is being sent through in between horses. Now swings up on the outside to make it 4 in a line. Long on Value is going to be 5 deep. And then comes Cyclogenesis and Sandy Slew, and they're coming to the top of the stretch. Undrafted up to challenge the lead of Beantown Saint. On the far outside, Long on Value is in it too. Successful Native is running a big one in between horses, and now it's Successful Native and Long on Value. Undrafted is 3rd, and they're coming down to the line, and it's going to be Long on Value to do it over Successful Native. Undrafted was 3rd, Spring to the Sky 4th, a final time of 1 minute 1.76 seconds.
Getting back aboard here. They're off in the Canadian turf. And it is Escaper and Mr. Online with good starts. These two out for the lead. Arapica's close up too. And from the outside, moving up is Silver Freak to be a part of the early pace. with Smooth Daddy, and way out there is Adirondack King. And now it is going to be Smooth Daddy to take over the lead just to the outside of Silver Freak, and these two now with Silver Freak to the front. Ex-Caper running in third on the inside. Adirondack King, Arapica taken back running in fifth, 3 lengths off of them. Then comes Best Plan Yet. Mr. Online is next, a length and a half farther back, and then comes Long On Value. Sky Blazer Mutan next. Jack Milton is 9 lengths off the lead. Outside of Grand Tito, Guy's Reward trails 23 and 4 was the first quarter as they move up the backstretch. And it's Silver Freak in front. Silver Freak the leader over Smooth Daddy by a length and a half as they continue the run for the turn after a 47 and 3/2 mile. There goes Best Plan Yet, and rushing up on the outside, here comes Long On Value now, and Long On Value is right outside of Silver Freak. Now these two match strides, and Jack Milton is in the midst of his run. He's on the far outside, hard-ridden, but he's heading up after the front runners now. Then comes Smooth Daddy. Adirondack King is right in behind horses. Arapica closes on the outside. They're into the stretch. Jack Milton on the outside of Long On Value. Long On Value with something left has the lead. It is Long On Value. Jack Milton still trying to get him. Arapica closing on the outside. Long On Value has the lead as they come down to the line. And Long On Value will win. And rushing up was Grand Tito for second, outside of Arapica and Jack Milton.
Gates closed, all set. Field sent on their way in the Twilight Derby. Crushed it, stumbled pretty badly. Crushed it, went down on his knees as last early. On the inside, Sawyer's Hill ducked in a little after the start, but is very quick, and Sawyer's Hill will go on to be joined now by Yard Line on the outside. They've been followed by Divine Oath, taking a nice hold in third. On the outside, Ring Weekend is pulling hard now, pretty keen to go up. He's taken the third spot. They followed by Long On Value in the black colours. Then comes Sammy Mandeville, and behind that is Telco. They've been followed by Flamboyant, who's only 7 off the leaders. Enterprising racing back third last, Crushed It back second last, and Patriots Rule the trailer 12 off them. They head to the three-quarter pole, and Sawyer's Hill taking a nice hold out here. Sawyer's Hill leads by 2 lengths to Yard Line. Ring Weekend is now much more settled in the third spot, being followed then by Long On Value on the far side. Inside of that, Divine Oath, and then back to Telco. Alongside of Telco is Flamboyant, who's now 7 off the leaders. Enterprising in the gold cap gets a little closer along the inside. Behind that, Sammy Mandeville. Then we come 4 back to Crushed It and Patriots Rule. Into the turn they go now, and Sawyer's Hill still shows the way to Yard Line. Ring Weekend on the far side coming after them. Behind that is Long On Value, Divine Oath inside of them. Flamboyant is coming in with a shot now, and Enterprising trying to wind up late. Homeward bound now, and Sawyer's Hill running a game one has the advantage, but now here comes Ring Weekend. Ring Weekend, but Sawyer's Hill tough, staying on the lead. Down the centre we have Long On Value with a big run too. Flamboyant is finishing gamely on the outside. Sawyer's Hill hanging on. Flamboyant on the outside. Here's Divine Oath late, and Long On Value. Long On Value got up. What a thriller. Long On Value close for second. Sawyer's Hill and Divine